let's start. Let's start where we left off yesterday. I think we were dealing with a statement, and let's continue with the same. Okay, let's start with the same thing that we were discussing. Okay. Now let's take an example, everyone. Suppose I have a variable known as suppose age. Any variable you can take. Suppose I take a age. Okay, and age is suppose 18 or any variable let it be. Okay, and what my purpose is actually, suppose I want to print a message to someone. There is some event which are only for those persons who are not minor, means who are above 18, okay, who have the voting rights, something like that. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to check somebody's age. He, before entering, allowing anyone for the ticket or anything, I want to first of all confirm what is his age, his or her age. Okay, so I could write something like this: if age is greater than or equal to 18, then I want to print, suppose you are eligible. Okay, or simply yes, you are eligible. Eligible. Okay, else what I want to print, you are not eligible. You are not eligible. Okay, this is one way. Okay, you can do that, and as I pass the 18, I will get you are eligible, right? If I pass here age 16, I will get you are not eligible. Perfect, right? But actually, what professional programmers follow for a performance perspective, they don't use it this way. You're using print statement twice. Instead of that, what they do, understand, they don't use it this way. They say that there's a better way of using than this. For that, just a second, somebody is unmuted. Actually, let me mute them. Yeah, okay. Instead of that, what they say, okay, let me create a variable here. Okay, and in that variable, let me store this value. Message equals to you are eligible, and this variable have the value you are eligible only when this particular condition will be true. And again, the same variable. Okay, what happened? Just a second. Let me take it to the extreme right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. And again, same variable I'm taking this time, and this variable is having value you are not eligible. So effectively what happened, there is a variable known as message which will either have the value you are eligible or the value you are not eligible, depending upon what is the value of the variable that we use for the comparison. Okay, what is the value of the variable that you have used for the condition variable, right? So if age is satisfying this condition, means if this condition results in true, then you will pass, your message will have this value. And if this condition fails, that means you will come to the else clause, then this message will have a this value. Okay, so instead of writing print twice, what they prefer, they used to prefer message. Okay, that it will be a variable, let it be variable. And then at the later stage, once they're out of the if statement, they mention print message is your variable name. Okay, so instead of using print 2 times, they use print only once time. What they do, they just use variables. Okay, so this variable, same message variable, will have the value either you are eligible or the value you are not eligible, depending upon what is the condition satisfied. If block is executed, then message will have the value you are eligible, and if block is not executed, that is else block is executed, the message will have the value you are not eligible. So correspondingly answer will be same. For example, I have used the age is equal to 16, so of course this condition will be failed, hence else block will be executed, so I'll get the message you are not eligible. Similarly, if I make it 19 this time, so of course this condition will be satisfied, and of course the message will have this value, and corresponding value of the message will be executed. If I do that, I'll get you are eligible. This is one of the way. Remember, you will find this kind of coding practice. There is one more way. Okay, there is one more way you will find the uh, writing if statement. Then you may say, sir, what I didn't see ever. I always saw the syntax of if is like this: if, then condition, then colon, then after 4 indentation I have to put message, and then something like this. Okay, there is one more way your professional programmers follow. Okay, that is also a method known as, see, how do we do that? Same thing is there, right? This message we have written this. Okay, now I will write it like a pure English side. What if, sorry, message, my variable name is message, equals to you are eligible. Okay, you are eligible. Message equals to you are eligible if age is greater than equal to 18. Like a pure English, message is equal to you are eligible if age is greater than or equal to 18. Else the message. What is the message? in case it fails, you are not eligible. So this statement that I have written here, okay, this statement I have written here is exactly equivalent to this statement which has been written here. So sometime you will be seeing in the when you will grow in your professional journey, you will be seeing your code of your peers or some expert professionals across the globe. They might have been written your if statement this way. So don't get confused, sir. I have not seen this way. Okay, there's one more way to represent your if statement. One or way to represent your if else statement. That is a better one. One more way to represent your if else statement. You will be finding this kind of code, which is like a pure English. Message is equal to you are eligible if age is greater than or equal to 18. Else this so means what has happened? This message will have this value if this condition is satisfied. Otherwise, this message will have this particular value. Okay, so I can say once again, this message will have the value, this value, if this condition is satisfied. Otherwise, this message will have this value if this condition fails. If I execute this, okay, it has been done. And if I print my message this time, example, what variable we have taken, age is equal to 19. So that will be checked. That means, of course, you will be seeing you are eligible. Sorry. Message. You are eligible. Clear, everyone? So you may see different kind of code, and this is I'm telling because when I will be giving you machine learning projects to work on, of course you will search on the internet. 100% you're going to search on the internet, okay? And when you will search on the internet, you will be seeing the codes of big experts. So anyway, you may see the results. You may see your if statement, your if else statement mentioned like this, or you may see your if statement mentioned like this, or you may see your if statement mentioned like this. So you should be, yes, ready. Yes, I know everything. So I know how to troubleshoot the ways. Okay, that's the important thing. And minimum, we have mentioned several projects there. Minimum, everyone has to complete 5 to 6 projects. Minimum, remember. Maximum, you can do as much as you want, but minimum ensure that because we will be dealing with different things. So few projects you will be doing on regression problems, few problems you will be doing on the classification problem. And after 20 days itself, after means next 15 or 20 days, you will start working on the same. Okay, complete project you will not be able to do till we study machine learning, but basic part you will be doing that. Data cleaning and everything you will be start doing that. Okay, so ensure that minimum 5 projects everyone has to complete. Minimum 5 projects. Okay, and you will be submitting your projects through GitHub. Remember that you don't have to submit through any copy on the pen and paper. You don't have to write. You have to create your Jupyter files like I am creating. Okay, you will be creating your Jupyter files like I am creating. Or let me show you one if you want to see. Suppose let me go to just scroll it down somewhere. Okay, and let me go to example LinkedIn. Okay. Sign in with the Google, that is better. Just a second, everyone. Why it is asking me to? Yeah, just come. Oh, second one came. I don't know which one will work. Just a second. Okay, if I go here. Okay. Okay, so you have to, everyone has to create your profile on the GitHub. Like mine profile is created. Same way you have to create your own profiles, right? You will create your repositories, and for the same purpose, please search Google. Don't rely on the spoon feeding because now you people are going to become professionals as well. So you have to just type how to create my GitHub profile on the Google. Okay, how to create my own repositories there. Very simple. There is nothing special that you need to do. Very simple. Once you will spend 15-20 minutes, you will be able to do them in within few of the seconds, right? So you have to create your repositories. So for example, I have different repositories available, and in every repository, when you will submit me your project, you will be submitting like this. Okay, your IPYNB files will be there. Your IPYNB files will be available there, which you will be uploading it. And what is the best part? When I will be checking your reports, right? So I don't have to run the code. I can check directly. For example, I click on this, any of the project that is done. You have to upload your IPYNB file here, and it is actually visible like your Jupyter notebook. So I can see everything. Okay, everything should be there, and there should be proper commenting about everything. What step you have involved means every finding that you are doing, right? Everything. For example, see, there are 34 features, one target, and have 40, 70 rows. Every individual thing you will mention. Okay, complete data analysis you will do, but what is the finding of everything? Remember, for example, I plotted this project, so what is the finding of this? So that thing has been mentioned. So in everything you have to mention your findings. What are the findings that I'm getting from every visual that you will be using? Okay, from everything that you will be using, every finding, what is the result I'm getting, what is the outcome of everything. Okay, everything you will mention, finding, what is the finding, different, you will be working on the same. Don't worry, you maybe think that it's very big project. It's very easy. It's very easy once you understand the concept. These are very easy. Okay, but findings you have to do everything from start to scratch. Okay, like this. Okay, this is now one project. This is just one project, right? And you will be saying, trust me, I when I learned my machine learning at that time, in a span of 1 week, we had to submit 15 projects. Okay, where I attended the training. No, sorry, I misspelled. In 15 days, you have to submit 15 projects. In 15 days duration, my course was over. Now they gave the time. You have 15 days to complete 15 projects. And you won't believe those 15 days, I barely slept more than 1 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours, because it was too demanding, and it was not spoon feeding me. They told us, okay, now you have to do, we have teach you machine learning, now start working on the project. So I could do lots of research. Okay, what is the proper outcome? Because there was things, if your result set they gave us, they gave a data set, they simply said if your outcome is coming less than 90%, it is not, or 80%, 85% I think was the barrier. If it is coming 85%, less than 85%, your project won't be considered for evaluation. Okay, it won't be considered for evaluation. So that was the main thing. So I had to work a lot. Means how can I improve my performance? Everything that is obtainable, how I can improve, what is the option, what will happen. See, like means I did something modification, what will happen with this. So everything needs to be done, and ultimately build my PKL files, right? So it took time, but remember, you have to work all out hard. So remember, starting from the day one, if you are getting, and what happens, this is the best part. Nowadays recruiter don't see your work. How will see your work? Okay, how will you show that this project I have worked on, this project how they have worked on? So now it has been become a practice. In your LinkedIn profile, actually everyone mention in their contact info their GitHub link. Okay, they mention their GitHub link, so they can go there and they can actually judge you, okay, whether this person is genuine or just pretending the things to be done, that I've done this thing, I've done this thing. Okay, that's why I mentioned that it should be like a professional. Now you are attending a professional training, so it should be like a professional course. Okay, it's not like, sir, please tell me how this command is run. No, when projects will be given, it will be very strict. You have to work a lot hard, and we can run our plagiarism software on your GitHub profile. That is the best part. You will give us our code. I will run the plugin software on the same. Immediately will come to know where from you can have copied your code from. So that is not permitted. Everyone checks this way only, that you have copied the code from somewhere or using your own coding you are doing. So remember, you have to, everyone has to submit your GitHub profile. And that's why I'm saying, for every project that you are discussing, you will find everything on the GitHub. For example, I come here in the Google, I just type. For every project, you will find the GitHub repositories, every machine learning project. Suppose I type anything. Suppose, let me type, suppose Titanic, okay, um, data set machine learning prediction. Something like this, anything, machine learning GitHub, something like this. Okay, you will find huge number. Suppose this Ashish Patel is there who has done something, somebody else might have done something, Cordera has done something. So you will find some solution for everyone that is available, but you don't have to copy there. You can learn from that. You can learn from this, because everyone now professional follow their, create their GitHub profile. That's what I want this practice to incorporate in you. Whenever you're doing any project, post it on the GitHub. And whenever you want to see something, sir, see, this is my GitHub profile and this is the way I am working. I've created few projects. So remember, ensure that what I'm saying, everyone has to submit your projects through GitHub only. Okay, you won't send me your IPYNB file or your PY file. You have to submit, create your GitHub repository, place a decent photo over there, not for a marriage or something, a decent photograph. Okay, a decent photograph over there, and create your repositories. For example, you can say machine learning internship is a repository name. There you will submit your IPYNB files, and from there I can directly check what work you have done, what is the quality of your work. Okay, so remember, everyone has to create your GitHub profile. It is free of cost. Nothing has to be paid, even a single rupees. Like LinkedIn profile you can create, same way you can create a GitHub profile. Just type how to create GitHub profile. Login, you can use your Google login directly. You can use for the login purpose. No problem is there. Just use your Google login, create a repository, and start posting your projects. Even you have your earlier projects you have done, better place there if you want it to be public. If you want people to recognize you. Okay, so let me move ahead what we were doing. That's why I intentionally told you you will be seeing the code of different people, and you may encounter somebody might use this logic. Okay, somebody might use this logic, somebody might use this logic. Okay, so don't feel okay what people are doing. So you should know almost all the possibilities so that you can troubleshoot. And you will be needing, trust me, when the projects will be given to you, you will be needing the help 100%. And that's the way to learn actually. That's the way to. It's not like school one, notes is given, follow step one, like we get in a lab manual in the lab. No, it is not like this. Okay, lab manual is given, follow this step one, follow this step two, follow this step three. No, it will not be like this. Everything will be taught to you, but knowledge implementation will be yours. Means because in the same data set, everyone, I will be teaching every one of you. Somebody will be achieving 99% accuracy. Okay, from the same class, and somebody will be achieving only 70% accuracy, depending upon how sound he has become in learning the things, what logic he's applying. Okay, so please be ready and start if you get a time. Whenever you get it, it's a matter of 10 to 15 minutes only. Whenever you get the time, create your GitHub profile. Okay, and you will be, I will be when the I will giving you the assignment. I will share you a Google form in which you will just mention your name, okay, your email ID, and your GitHub profile link. That's it. This is the repository where I have placed my project. So I will just directly go there to your profile. I will check what you have done. Okay, everyone. I think it should be clear how to submit the projects. Actually, I'm telling
Yes,
this. Yeah,
yes.
I'm telling this because actually 3 people called me today itself. Sir, how to submit the projects? 3 people called me today itself. So I just said, okay, don't worry, I'm not giving you the projects because they say something. The project has to be submitted to GitHub repository link. So they asked me, sir, please send me the link to submit the project. So I again asked the same thing. I have not given you any assignment so far. So just wait for the time. But I'm telling you right now, everyone, GitHub repository, everyone has to create and make it as a good practice. Even you are a BTech student or a faculty member, always have your GitHub profile. That's always a good practice. Okay. So I'm moving ahead now.
So
Yes, 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 ma'am.
is photo compulsory to
No,
add
not,
in
not, no,
GitHub?
not mandatory, not mandatory.
Okay,
It's
okay.
optional. It's optional. But if you want to use for the professional purpose, it's your choice. It's entirely your choice. Photo is not mandatory. Not at all. You can skip your photo. Not mandatory. Okay. So I'm moving ahead. Okay. So now let's come to relational operators. Okay. Relational operators. What are the relational operators? Few we have already used, like greater than, okay, greater than, equal to, less than equal to, and one more, remember, equals to. This thing we have not used yet is known as exactly equals to, okay, equals to, okay, and one is not equals to. So, okay, this fourth we have seen, but this we haven't seen. Remember their difference. This a is equal to 2 is known as assignment operator, right? This a is equal to 2 is known as assignment operator. If I execute this, see, it's done, and value of a has become 2 now, right? But if I use a equals to, okay, if I use a equals to, so what it is doing, it is comparing what? A with the 2. It is doing what? Comparing a with the 2. If both are equal, it will return me 2. As we have just seen, we have just said a is equal to 2. Of course, I will get what? True this time. See? So this is what? The comparison operator. Equals or equality operator, you can say. Similarly, I can use this. A not equals to 2. A not equals to 2. So what it will result this time? We know that A is 2. B is also 2. So A is not equal to 2. Condition is false. Because A is also 2. B is also 2. Okay. So it will result me false. Remember everyone. So sometime you may be needing any of the operators. You may need less than, greater than, or greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, or equality operator. Remember, but maximum people fail in this condition. They don't differentiate between this and this. Right? For example, they do this mistake. If I say if A is equal to 2. So they should have mentioned A is equal to 2 here whenever conditional expression is required. But few people mention this A is equal to 2. Okay. And then mention print hello. Example. Okay. And then they call me, sir, I'm getting error. I've done everything fine, sir. Syntactically, I'm 100% okay. I'm getting the error. Why? Because here you need equality operator, not the assignment operator. So it should be this. Okay. So this is the equality operator, and this is not equals to. This is equals to. This is not equals to, like this. So ensure that this is for comparison purpose. This is assignment purpose. This one. This one is assignment purpose. Okay. So remember that in mind. Similarly, we have augmented assignment operators. Augmented assignment operator. Okay. And again, when you will see some GitHub codes, you will find these things. But I'm going to explain you. Understand? What is that? Suppose I have a variable known as 10. Okay. And I want to increment it by 5. Let's say I have is equal to a variable x is equal to 10. I want to make it 15. So how will I mention? Everyone? I want to make it 15. So what should I write?
X is equal to x plus 5.
Yes, perfect. X is equal to x plus 5. 100% perfect. So it will become 15. 100% I can check this. This is 15. Okay. Actually, there is one more way of writing the same expression, that x is equal to x plus 5 that you mentioned. Okay. So suppose again I say I have is equal to x is equal to 10. So instead of mentioning x is equal to x plus 5, I can mention x plus equals to 5. X plus equals to 5, which simply means what? X is equal to x plus 5. Okay. So actually it is saying that what? Your one of the operand of this plus operator is x only. One of the operand of the plus operator is x only, and destination is also what? X only. This is what this x plus equals to 5 is. Okay. One of the operand of x plus is what? X plus 5, I mean, whatever operand you have mentioned. So one operand is x only, other operand is here, and the result has to be saved in x only. Okay. Similarly, now you can guess if I mention x minus equals to 5. X minus equals to 5. So what I said, again same rule. Again same rule. It is what? X is equal to x minus 5. X is equal to x minus 5. Similarly, I mention x multiply equals to 5. X multiply equals to 5. So what it means? It means x is equal to
X into 5.
x multiplied by 5. Okay. Similarly, x divide by equals to 5. Okay. X divide equals to 5. So it is equivalent to x is equal to x divided by 5. Okay. And you will be seeing this kind of instructions. Okay. At that time, honestly speaking, I will be honest, when I first time learned, okay, this thing was not told to me. So when I was searching the GitHub repositories, I was so much confused what to do. I was not getting the answers. What does that mean? Okay. That's why I'm telling you whatever problem I'm facing, I'm telling you all these things. Okay. So x plus equals to what? This is known as augmented assignment operator. So I can verify. Suppose x is equal to 10 is there, and I mention x plus equal to 5. Okay. Let me execute this. It has been done. And let me check what is the x this time. X will be your 15. Okay. Similarly, if I do x minus equals to 5. Okay. So what I will get? Everyone, can anybody answer?
5.
5.
5.
Right. Very good. If I mention multiply equals to 5, then
50.
15.
yes. 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 Very good. Okay. If I mention x divide equals to 5,
2.
2. I think it should be crystal clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Right. So remember, these things are important. Keep it in your kitty. Okay. Keep it in your kitty. You will be finding this. Okay. When you will be searching the GitHub profiles, 100% you will be searching. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. This problem you will face. So you are now, you know, there is nothing problem with that. Right. Now come to the most important thing. What I personally feel in the programming is loops, which people are scared of. But I found them. They are very easy if you understand properly. Okay. And why do we use loops? Okay, especially those people who have not learned loops anytime. Please see properly. This is very, very, very easy, but at the same time, very, very, very powerful. Very, very powerful technique. For example, why do we use loops? Understand? Suppose I tell you, do one thing, print hello 100 times. So what you will do? If you don't know the loops, okay, don't worry about the loops. Those who know loops very well, okay, that's very good. If they don't know, okay, loops means I said, okay, I have to print hello 100 times. First hello, then in second line hello, then third line hello, then in fourth line hello, then in five line hello. So what they will do? They will copy this command, okay, paste it like this. Sorry, like this again, like this again, like this again. How many times? As many number of times I will set 100. So they will paste it 100 times. And if I execute this, that many times hello will be printed. Okay. When you want to save your time, means unnecessary, you have to write multiple commands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means same task has to be done again and again, again and again, again and again. Then you can solve these problem with the help of loops. You have to line just 1 or 2 lines of code, and within that 1 or 2 lines of code, you can write this hello world 100 times, 200 times, even 1000 times, even 1 lakh times, just by 2 lines of code. So same repetitive work you have to do again and again and again and again and again. For that purpose, what is required? Loops are required. Let me show you just simple example. Okay, that will come to that. For example, I just mentioned here, for example, for I in range, suppose I mentioned 10. Okay, don't worry about everything what I have written. I just mentioned print hello, sorry. Okay, and you will see that this hello will be printed 10 times only by just typing 2 lines of code. Even I can make it 100 lines. Just this much change, only this much change. This hello will be printed again 100 times. If you scroll it down, if you want to say 1000 times, you can just use it 1000 times. Somebody said 10,000 times, you have to just make it 10,000 times, right? So your work is saved. Okay, your time is saved. You don't have to do that. So when some task is to be done again and again, same task has to be done again and again and again and again and again, then what is the purpose? Then you can use loops. Loops will be your savior. Okay, loops will be your savior. So let me make it small and let me make it example 3. So only 3 times this hello will be printed. Okay, now there are 2 kind of loops. First should be the motivation why loops are required. When same command has to be executed multiple number of times, as simple as that. Okay, or when the same task has to be done multiple number of times. Okay, so let me go ahead. There are 2 kind of loops. There are 2 kind of loops in the Python. Okay, one,
For loop
when
and while loops.
I'll come to that. Yeah, don't wait. Yes, absolutely right. When you want to run the loop for fixed number of times. Okay, fixed number of times or known number of times, whatever you can call it. Okay, when we want to run the loop for fixed number of times or known number of times, like I do, I want to print this hello 3 times. Okay, I want to run this or I want to run this loop for 100 times or 200 times, right? I want already know in advance how many times I want to run this loop. Okay, that loop, if you want to run that, we have for the same purpose for loop. Okay, for that purpose, then I have to run my loop fixed number of times. Okay, example, you are designing a website in which you will create example login. Somebody has a login, you want to give him only 3 attempts. Already known, I will give him maximum how many times? Only 3 attempts, right? When fixed number of times, after the 3 times I will not allow him to enter the password once again. After the 3 attempts, I won't allow him to enter the password once again. That means you are already fixing it, not more than 3 attempts, right? Not more than 3 attempts. For example, you can try in the Google 1, twice, thrice. The moment you accept 3 or 4 times, they will block your account immediately. Even if you try on the net banking, after 3 accounts, they will block your account. They won't permit you. So you want to run your loop what? Fixed number of times. Okay, then you will go with for loop. Okay, and second case, when you want to run the loop till a condition is satisfied. Okay, till a condition is satisfied. Okay, remember, when you want to run the loop till a condition is satisfied. Okay, in such case you will use while loop. So first of all, you should understand the use cases. When should I use? For example, okay, what happened? I place a sensor in my room, okay, in my room, and I want to ensure that this fan will only turn on, okay, when some human will enter there. When some human will enter there. Check everyone. I'm saying what I placed a sensor there, okay, and whatever is this, I just make it a smart fan. Whenever a human will enter there inside the room, that fan will be on, okay, and it will remain on till a human is there. Till a human is there. The moment any human leaves out of the room, that fan should automatically turn off. Okay, that fan should automatically turn off. So even in the first condition, what you are doing, you are continuously checking the state of the sensor. Check, 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 check. Continuously you are checking, right? Continuously checking, right? Check, 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 check. And the moment somebody enters, your check condition will give some output and you will turn on the fan. Okay, you will turn on the fan. The fan is on. The fan turned on when? When somebody entered that. When somebody entered that room, right, everyone? Claire, tell me, please tell me. So what this is what? This is what?
Yes,
On
sir.
the basis of some condition. This is on the basis of some condition. So when conditions are involved, which loop you will go for?
While.
While loop. Clear, everyone? Right? So remember, first you should understand what is the use case. What is the use case? Means when we will be needing for loop and when we will be needing the while loop. So let's come first of all to for loop. Okay. So what is the syntax of for loop? So for, then your loop variable. Okay. Your loop variable in sequence. For loop variable in sequence, then your statements. Okay. Statement 1, statement 2, whatever you want to write, statement 2, statement 3, and so on. Okay. So you will mention for, then loop variable, then in sequence, then you will put a colon. After you will press a enter, you will land under the indentation. Same way you were entering in case of your if statement. Okay. So whatever is being written at the same indentation, understand? These statement will be executed inside the means these statement are a part of the for loop. Now come to what do you mean by sequence? What I mentioned here as sequence is, understand? What is a sequence? Very simple thing. You have used your strings, right? You have used a string. So what is a sequence? A string is again a sequence. Sequence is nothing but you can say it will have your multiple characters have involved or multiple things involved. What happened? Give me a second, everyone. Just a second, everyone. Just a second, please. Yes, sorry, everyone. So what I was saying, understand what is the sequence? I'm giving first example of sequence. Sequence is what your string is a sequence. Understand? A string is a sequence, which is what? Which consists of a character or sequence of characters, right? Your list data type that we saw, remember, which when we applied our split function. So we were getting a list, which consists of different elements again. That is also a list, right? Which is available. We also saw a tuple. If you don't see, don't worry, I'll show you that. This is also what? A sequence. Again, it's a sequence. So string is a sequence, list is a sequence, tuple is a sequence. I'll tell you everything about the sequence. What do you sequence mean, right? Similarly, the range object I just mentioned here. I think you see that. It is also a sequence. So what is a sequence? Understand first of all, everyone. What do you mean by a sequence? The name itself is saying sequence. What it means? It's somebody call it as ordered set. Some people call it as ordered set. Some people call sequence as what? Means if you talk about sequence, some people will call it as ordered set. Okay. And actually what is a sequence is, understand, it's a way. Okay. It's a way to store multiple values. Understand everyone, that is important. To store multiple values. It's a way to store multiple values in an organized, and efficient manner. Understand everyone? It's a way to store multiple values in an organized and efficient manner. For example, we talk about any string, like string, this is Python. So what is stored in this Python string? Different characters are stored, right or wrong, everyone? So multiple characters are stored in this site, right? Similarly, if we talk about a list example, which we saw, which mentions some elements like 1, 2, 3, even we can have hello array as well. So what it doing? Again, it is storing multiple values. Whether we talk about a tuple, okay, suppose tuple again, once again made tuple are made with this parentheses. I mentioned 1, 2, 3, and again hello. Suppose this time. So again, what it is doing? It is storing multiple values. So first of all, remember, sequence will store what? Multiple values. First thing, they will store multiple values. But now see what is mentioned, in an organized and efficient manner. In an organized and efficient manner. What do you mean by an organized? Example, okay, you go to a bachelor's. Suppose there are some bachelors who are residing in after taking the room in outside, especially boys. I'm talking, not about the girls. Okay, they were taken a room on the rent. Okay, and they maintain their kitchen. Suppose you go to their home first time, what will happen? You ask, please bring the salt. Trust me, 99% what I have business, they will not know where the salt is kept. They will search everywhere here and there, because what happens with the boys, especially, they don't maintain the things in a organized manner. It's normal case. Don't take me otherwise, but it happens with me. So I believe it happens with 99% of the cases. Correct me if I'm wrong, everyone. Right? Very few people, very few males you will find who will maintain the things in a hygiene matter or a organized manner. Very rare. Very rare you will find that. Very rare, right? So what happened when we have to want to search them? Okay, where it is, they will search that. I don't know where I put it here only. I don't know where it is. Right? Something like that. But suppose same you go to any girl's room, who has even taken the room. She's bachelor, but she has taken a room outside. You will find everything in an organized manner. You ask her to bring the salt, she will immediately bring the salt. Why? Because it is maintained in an organized manner, right? So if anything is organized manner properly, we can quickly access that without any problem, right? We can quickly access that. That is the beauty of the sequences. What is the beauty of the sequences? What is the beauty of the sequences? Means the way I have entered the data inside, for example, my string. I entered P first, then Y first, then T first, then H first, then O first, then N first. Then similarly, I can access them. What? If I execute this, okay, I know that I placed P first. So I know that 100% it is sure P will be available at first position. See, I mentioned their index. It is available at the same location because it is organized. I need, okay, where is the T? I know T has been placed at the third position, whose index is 2. I place at that position. When it is organized, I don't have to worry. I have to go there, right? And pick from there, right? It is there. It is there. Similarly, in list also, same way. See, suppose I know I place hello at which position? 1, 2, 3, fourth position. I place. Yes, it will be available at the fourth position only. So I will pass here index 0, 1, 2, 3. Because Python is 0 index, I'll get hello. Similarly, in this, if I create a tuple, right? Let me execute this. Okay, I place hello at the fourth position. I know. So what is the index? 0, 1, 2, 3. Because I placed there, it is there because they are organized in that way. Okay, the way you enter, the same way you can access them. This is the beauty of the sequence. This is the beauty of the sequence, right? They store multiple values in an organized and efficient manner. So whenever you need to access them, you can access them the way you entered, the same way you can retrieve them. That is the beauty of the sequences, right? So now I think everyone get an idea what is a sequence here.
Yes, sir.
Clear, everyone? So what will be a sequence? Anything means which stores a value in an organized and efficient manner. That can be means you can the way they were entered, same way you can retrieve them. That is nothing but your list, your tuple or a string or a range object you can give. Okay. Loop variable is any variable name that you can give. Any variable name that you can give. Now let's take a practical example. Okay. Let's take a practical example. So let me come here. Okay. I'm mentioning for. Okay, and suppose I have a string and is known as Python. So I just mentioned here Python. So can I use Python means as a string which is available in place of sequence, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, we
Yes,
can use
sir.
it. Yes, we can use it. So I have to mention here for a loop variable. Loop variable can be any name that you want to give. Okay, any name you can give. Suppose I mention character. Anything you want to mention character, you want to mention I, A, whatever you want to mention here. It's your choice. It's just a loop variable. Okay. For character, what was the syntax? Remember, for loop variable in sequence. For loop variable in sequence. So this is my loop variable. This is my sequence. After that, I will put a colon. I press enter. And after that, whatever you want to do. Suppose I mention here print only character. I mention here print character. So what will happen? Understand? As it is a loop, it will have various iterations. It will have various iterations. Understand what will happen? It will have that many iterations, that many elements are available in your sequence. Okay, it will have that many iterations, that many elements are available in your sequence. So how many elements are there, everyone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we can say that it will 6 are there, everyone. 6 is there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So how many elements are there? There are 6 elements. So 6 elements, that means 6 elements in the sequence. So how many iterations we can have? We can have 6 iterations. Okay, equal to the number of elements available inside my sequence. Okay, but 6 we can have. Okay, 6 we can have. We want less than that. Yes, we have an option of controlling that. For example, it can run the loop for 6 iterations, but if you want to control, no, we want to run only for 2 iterations, we can control that. I'll tell you that later on. Okay, first understand, it will run for that many iterations, that many elements are there. Now how it works? See, in the first iteration, this character will have the value or equal to first element of your sequence. Equal to first element of your sequence. So what is the first element of my sequence, everyone?
P.
P, right? So if we go in the first iteration, character will take the value P. And the same thing I'm going print character. So what will be printed? In first iteration, only P will be printed. In first iteration, only P will be printed. Then again, I have not mentioned any other statement. If I want to mention, that statement will also work under this. Okay, whatever I mention. Once that done, it will go back again. Now second iteration will start. Your second iteration will start. In second iteration, character will have the value equal to the second element of the sequence. It will have the value equals to second element of the sequence. So what is the second element of the sequence?
Y.
Right? So character will have the value Y. I mentioned print character. So this time Y will be printed. Okay, then it will go to the third iteration. In third iteration, character will have the value equal to the third element of the sequence. That is T, right? Equal to T. So then what will happen? You mentioned print character. So what will be printed? T. So can you tell me, everyone, what will be printed if I execute this statement?
P Y T
Yes,
H O
H-O-N,
N.
right? So let me execute this and please check, everyone. Is it okay, everyone? Please tell me.
Yes.
Okay, so it should be clear, but it is not mandatory. I understand that you have to use this character only. You have to use this. Sorry. No. See, understand what I mentioned. You don't understand what I mentioned. In first character, in first iteration, understand what value this character will take. In first iteration, this character will take only first value of the sequence that you have passed here. Varun, see properly. Okay. In first iteration, character will have only, means your loop variable will have only first value of your, means at a time it can have only one value of your sequence. First of all, remember this. At one iteration, your loop variable will be having only one value of your sequence. So in first iteration, it will have first value. What is that? P. What is that? P, right? So what will be printed? Only P will be printed, right? Similarly, in second iteration, what will happen? This character will have second value. What is that? Y. Is it okay, Varun, now? Fine. Okay, write this. See, but it is not mandatory. I repeat once again, remember, it is not mandatory that you use this character has used, I've used character here. Not mandatory, right? Not like this. I can use this way only, understand? I want to run my loop 6 times. Okay. Or I want to run my loop that many number of times, that many elements are available in my sequence. That many elements are available in my sequence. That many number of times I want to run my loop. Suppose this is my requirement. Somebody says that print hello that many number of times, that many number times, that many number elements are available in Python. Somebody says that, suppose. Okay, means what? What is the requirement? Print hello that many number of times, that many elements are available in, suppose, my name. Okay, my name is Praveer, right? I have to print hello that many number of times. That many, sorry, I mistyped here. That many number of times, that many elements are available in my name, right? So what I will do, everyone, for, right? I can mention character. It's my choice. Whatever I mention, suppose I mention I. It's my duty, right? Anything I can do. Suppose I mention character or char character. Okay. In, what is my name? My name is
Praveer.
Praveer, right? Colon. Then what I will mention? I can mention simple print
Print
hello. That's it.
hello.
Nothing else. Nothing else I have to do. Nothing else. What will happen? Understand? First iteration will happen. Character will take the p value p. Let it be. I'm not using that. It's my choice, no? It's my choice. I don't want to use it. It's my choice. Not mandatory that I will take the value of the loop variable. Not mandatory. It's my choice. I want to use it, then I will use it. If I don't want to use it, I don't want to use it, right? So in first iteration, character will have the value p, and your in first iteration, hello will be printed. Done. In second iteration, character will come to the second character, that is r. Let it be. Hello will be printed. In third iteration, character will take the value e. Hello will be printed, right? So it's not mandatory to use a loop variable. Remember that in mind, first of all, everyone. It is not at all mandatory to use your loop variable inside your for loop. Clear, everyone? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, remember that it is not mandatory that you will use it. Not at all mandatory that you will use it. Okay, so if I execute this, okay, if I execute this, see what I will get? I will get hello. How many times? 7
7.
times. Okay, and you can count them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope it's fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but now see actually internally how it works. Although you will be never using that, never ever you are going to use that. But how actually internally for loop works? What is the logic behind the for loop? How for loop pick this value? I'm saying now, first it will take this value, then it will take this value, then it will take this value, then it will take this value. How it will take that value? Actually, for internally it uses two functions for the same. Internally, for loop uses two functions. One is your iter function. First one is your iter function. And second one is your next function, which you will never use. Don't worry, you won't be using them for that purpose, but understand what they does. Suppose I have a string known as, I just mentioned Python. This is my string, which is available, right? So first I will use a function known as, suppose, iter function. Okay, and pass my string here. Okay, so what this will do, understand what this iter function will do. Iter function will create an iter object. If I show you, suppose iter object is known as it. Okay, and if I show you here, execute this, and suppose I print what is it. See what? It is an iterator object. Okay, it is an iterator object. It allows you to iterate over your sequence. Okay, it allows you to iterate over your sequence. Okay, so iterator object is created now, which says that I am allowing you, you can iterate over the sequence element. So first this thing happens, and then what happens? See, then what next? What happens? Something like this. Next function is used. If you want to see what happens, print next function, and within the next function pass this object which is available. What is the object name? IP. Okay, so when, see, simple, it is just, it will take what? It will iterate, means first of all, it is made what? It is allowing you, this iter function is allowing you to iterate over this sequence. It is allowing you to iterate over sequence, but how will you iterate? Who will do that? This next function will do that. Okay, first of all, it will point to the first character, that is P. So if I print, I will get only P. See, if I execute this, can you see what I get? Right? If I mention 2 times P, sorry, 2 times the same function next, IT once again. Okay, so in first time it will point to P. In second time it will point to what? Y. Let me execute this. In third time, if I also want T, then I will copy this again. Suppose I copy this again 2 times more. And even how many characters are there? 6. So let me copy them 2 times more. Okay, I execute this. So internally, what happens? Understand, everyone? That's what I'm saying. What next function will do? Next function will point to the next character. Iter function has make an iterator object, right? But actually, you are pointing to the next, who is allowing you to iterate over this. Okay, this iterator function has make them iterator, right? Now it will keep pointing to the next character to fetch. Next character, next ID, next ID. So first it will point to P, then Y, then T, then H, then O, then N. So every time you will mention F. So first next will give me P. This next will give me Y. This next will give me what? Because when I mentioned here, first next, it is pointing to P. Second next, it is pointing to Y. Third next is pointing to what? T. Fourth next is pointing to what? H. Fifth next is pointing to what? O. And last is pointing to what? N. Okay, I can mention further. Suppose I here and I mention here. Actually, I have one more optional argument here in the next function. Suppose I say no further element left. No more element. That is better one. No more element. This is optional argument. Okay. So suppose I copy this and just paste it. Sorry. 4, 5, and one more 6, and then one more 7. Okay. So what it will do? It will point. Iter function has already created an iterator object. So next function will point to P. Okay. So it will check. If the first character is available, it will print that. You will get that P. If character is not available, it will show no more element. In first case, it is P is available, so you'll get P. In next, it will go to the second character. Okay. If second character is available, it will give you. If not, it will give you no more element. Third character, of course, till this it will character, it will give this character, till this is character, till this it will character. So means till 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you will get P, Y, T, H, O, N. But in the 7th position, no more character is left, right, everyone? After 6 character, no more characters, you will get no more element. Let me execute this. And can you see everyone at the last? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So internally, what this Python does, internally Python use this iter function and the next function, but you don't need it. Okay, you will be using directly the for loop, but at least you should know, okay, how it works, how internally it works. That execution should be known to you. Okay, how? Because in sometimes in interview they may trick you. Only in interview they may trick you. Okay, what is happening? Tell me how the internally this function works. They may ask you this thing, right? So understand. So now let me move ahead. Suppose I mention this thing again. Let me copy this once again. And let me come here and let me paste print here. Okay. Can you tell me what will be the output of this instruction? If you have listened my class in 2 days properly, you can answer this.
7 times hello and then no hello.
Yes. Everyone, please tell me. And suppose I do one more thing. Here I mention chalo. Now anyone answer, please.
No hello.
Sorry?
No hello.
No hello. Means me, if he execute this, what I will get?
7 times hello chalo and then no hello.
Okay. Means first sequence,
Yeah.
first sequence,
Time.
first what will happen? Hello. Then what will be printed?
Chalo.
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 Then what will printed?
Hello, chalo.
Hello,
Yes,
chalo.
Hello.
yes, yes. Very good. Hello, chalo. Because this print no hello is not part of for loop,
For loop.
right? That is the important thing because it is not under the indentation. But if I make it 1, 2, 3, 4, now it's a part of
No,
Hello,
for
chalo,
loop.
no
Yes,
hello.
yes. Now it is a part of for
For
loop.
loop.
So that's why I mention always remember indentation is very important. Always observe what is the indentation. Okay. If you understand the indentation proper, you can get an answer. Suppose I just come back again. Now you get an idea. Come back again. If I mention this, and suppose let me make it small because it will be too huge. Let me make it small. So how many times this hello chalo will be printed?
3 times.
3 times. Okay. And next you will get no hello. Right, everyone? I think it should be clear
Yes.
to everyone. Right. Now see. Now come to one more function that we were using here actually. And the beginning itself of the loop I use, I think, range function. Okay. Let me come to that, what it is. Okay. So let me come to range function. Range. Okay. So what range function does, understand? It generates a sequence of numbers. It generates a sequence of numbers. Okay. The range function generates a sequence of number. Okay, it will generate an object, but that object actually generates what? A sequence of numbers, right? So let me do what is the syntax of the same. So range is there. Okay. In it, first argument is optional. That means you tell me from which number you want to start. So start optional, but not mandatory you want to give. And which is mandatory. Okay. And again step, which is optional. Okay. So we have only one mandatory argument in here known as end. This start is optional. This end is optional. Okay. So if I come here and mention here range example, sorry, range 10. If I'm mentioning only one argument, can you tell me which argument it is?
End, matlab mandatory.
Yes. If I mention only one, it is a mandatory argument, that is end. Okay. So I have specified 10. That means what? Understand? It understood. Okay. 10 is the end. If I don't specify the start argument, it will automatically understand that I have to pick the data from 0 now. I have to pick the data from 0 because I have not specified start. I have not specified the start. So it will generate numbers from 0 till 1 less than whatever end you have specified. 1 less than whatever end you have specified. So it will generate numbers from where to where? 0 to 9. Get everyone? So this will generate numbers. If I execute this even, see, it is just generating a range object right now. You won't be able to see them, but when you will use the for loop, you will see them. Or you can use this as well to iterate over it by using your this next and either. You can, you can want to access those elements, you can get them with the help of next and either, right? But I will be using in the for loop, you will be able to see. Okay. So range object. Similarly, this will give me numbers from where to where? This will give me numbers from 0 to
9.
9, right? Similarly, if I mention here 1, 11. Okay. So this time I've specified the start and I've specified the end. So it will give me numbers from 1 to
10.
10. Right? Very good. Similarly, if I specify range, suppose 1, 11, 1. Okay. The default step size is already available, which is +1. Remember that, which is +1. The default step size is always available, which is 1. So it is equivalent to the same thing that you are seeing 1 to 10. 1 to 10. So let me start using them. Okay. So suppose I'm coming here. I'm mentioning for suppose number in range. I specified here suppose 10. I put a colon. I put a print. And I mention here suppose number only. Right. So it's a sequence, right? It's a sequence. How many numbers it is going to generate, everyone?
0 to 9.
Yes, 10 numbers it is going to generate. It is going to generate 10 numbers. So 10 numbers, 0 to 9. Perfect. So how many times this loop will run?
10 times.
Yes, as many number of times, as many elements are there in a sequence. Okay. And every iteration, your number will have the one value of the range. In starting, it will have 0, then 1, then 2. In every iteration, first iteration 0, second iteration 1, second, third iteration 2, and so on. So if I execute this, I'll get the number 0 to 9. Clear, everyone? Right? Okay. Right. Similarly, instead of that, if I mention this, let me copy this. 1, 11. We just discussed what numbers I will get.
1 to
1
10.
to 10. 1 to 10. Perfect. Right. Similarly, I come here and mention for, let me copy this directly. Okay. Even I mention here 1, 11, 1. Okay. Again, I will get the same. Again, 1 to 10. Okay. But suppose I make it here 2. So what I've done, I make the step of 2 this time. Okay. So I'll get 1. Then I will get what?
3.
Yes, 3. Then
Odd
5.
numbers here.
5. Then 7.
7.
Then
7,
9. Okay. So if I execute this, I'll get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Right. Similarly, if I come here and I mention here for number in range, okay, but this time I specify suppose 10, and I specified here 0. Okay, 10 and 0. Okay, and I specified suppose step size of 1.
Put 3, sir.
Sorry. What happened?
3, sir.
I'm not
Instead of
getting
1, 3, sir.
what he's saying. Sorry. Can you type? Actually, I'm not able to understand. Anybody is able to understand what he's saying?
No, sir.
No.
Instead of 1, he's saying 3, sir.
Here you want to
Yes,
say
sir.
3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me do that. No issue. See print. Okay. But I'm getting nothing. Even I paste 1, I'll get nothing. I paste 2, I'll get nothing. I paste 3, I get nothing. The reason, if you can analyze, you will become a master. See, I'm saying
And
already this is starting, right? This is starting, right? And you are saying end at 0, and you are specifying positive step size. So you're telling to move in positive direction means 10 onwards, but you are saying stop at 0. So what you are getting? Nothing. That's why the reason you are not getting anything. But if I mention here negative number, suppose -1, this time what? Very much like our indexing. Remember everyone, the step size negative, travel in backward direction. Right? So if I mention this time, what numbers I will get? I will get numbers from 10 to 1. 10 to 1 less than this, right? 1 less than this, that is 10 to 1. Okay. See. 10, 9, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I need 0, then I will mention here what? -1. Okay. If I execute this, 1 less than that will be what? 0. See everyone. I hope it makes sense.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. And suppose I mention here -2. Then see what you will get.
Odd
You can get an
numbers. Even numbers.
right? 2 less than 10 means 10. 9 will not be picked. Then 8 will be picked, right? When after 8, 7 will not be picked. 6 will be picked. I think everyone should be clear about it, about the range function. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this? Clear? Okay. So next, what we will do, everyone, actually I have to solve a problem, but actually it will take time. Minimum 15-20 minutes are required. But suppose let me start. What is the problem? You should analyze. The problem is this. Suppose I have to design a password entering system in which I will give a user 3 attempts. Understand the requirement? Okay. Requirement is this. We are playing a password guessing game. Okay. Password guessing game. Okay. So we have a pre-defined password available with us. Defined password with us. Okay. Now I'll ask the user to guess the password. Ask the user to guess the password, whatever is available with us. Okay. only 3 attempts are allowed. Okay, only 3 attempts are allowed. He can enter the password only 3 times. But understand, if he succeeds in any attempt out of the 3, of course, then again, password should not be asked. Password should not be asked, right? But again, but if he fails in all 3 attempts, then he should not be allowed. First thing, this is first thing, he should not be allowed to enter password, and a message should be given to him. A message should be let me just a second, should be displayed that all your attempts are over. Okay, this is the thing we have to design. Means there is a password guessing game. We will have a password stored somewhere. We will ask from the user, please enter the password, but just that we have to give him only 3 attempts. If he enters the password one time wrong, I'll ask him, okay, please, this is your attempt number 2. First, we'll mention, okay, and anytime the moment we run this program, it will first information will be indicated. This is your chance number 1, attempt number 1. This should be indicated, right? Then a window should pop up for him to enter the password. If he enters the password wrong, then again the message should pop up. This is your attempt number 2. Okay, a message should pop up. This is your attempt number 2, and a window of to enter the password should pop up. Okay, again if he fails, then again the message should again come. This is your attempt number 3. This is your attempt number 3, and the window should pop up to enter the password. If he this time also enters the password again, then further password asking is not allowed. You should not ask the password. Just that you have to mention that all your attempts are over. But this is first scenario. Second scenario is that suppose if he enters the password in first attempt, okay, and it is right, then again the password should not be asked. That's it. It should be mentioned, okay, welcome, you are succeeded in first attempt only if he succeeds, or if he even succeed in the second attempt. Okay, in first attempt he fails, then second time chance will be given. In second time if he succeeds, again same, welcome, you are succeeded again. But remember, the next time you should not ask the password. Is it fine, everyone? This is our requirement that we have to design. Question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will solve this problem, everyone, on Monday. Is it okay? Because it will
Yes,
take
sir.
at least 15-20 minutes. We have to design it properly. Okay, so it'll take 15-20 minutes. So we'll continue on Monday. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a happy, nice weekend, everyone. Bye bye.